स्वीटी। कविताएं तो हमेशा सब कोई लिखते हैं और मैं भी लिखती रही हूँ। कहीं ना कहीं जहन में हमेशा ये रहा कि कोई एक कविता है कहीं अंदर चल रही है, वो निकल नहीं पाती है। उसका मुझे कारण बहुत देर बाद समझ में आया और उसी के ऊपर एक कविता लिखी है जिसका शीर्षक है अजन्मा सच। एक कविता अजन्मी न जाने कब से मेरी कोख में पनप रही है। उसके नन्हे हाथ पैर मेरे जहन में सरकते हैं, रेंगते हैं, बाहर निकलने को तरसते हैं, पर मैं उसे जन्म न दे पाऊँगी क्योंकि जानती हूँ बाहर आते ही वो घुट जाएगी, लोगों के हाथ लगते ही वो सहम जाएगी। अजन्मी मेरी कविता को मैं यूँ खो नहीं सकती, जन्म देते ही उसे यूँ मैं मरता देख नहीं सकती। और सच तो ये है उसका मरना मेरी अपनी मौत है और शायद अजन्मा अनलिखा रहने में ही उसकी और मेरी पहचान है। और इसके बाद एक और छोटी सी कविता आपके सामने रखना चाहूँगी जिसका शीर्षक है कोई चाह नहीं। ये भी धीरे धीरे, पहले तो बहुत चाह थी, कविताएं भी बहुत लिखती थी, परंतु फिर एक स्टेज आई जब मेडिटेशन में, ध्यान में जाने लगी तो एक अंदर से कहीं ना कहीं फीलिंग आने लगी कि लाइफ को कुछ और नज़दीक से देखने का मौका मिला। तो फिर एक कविता लिखी, वो आपके सामने रखती हूँ। इसका शीर्षक है कोई चाह नहीं। मैं थक चुकी हूँ खुद से, हो सके तो मुझसे कोई जगह बदल ले, मुझसे मेरा नाम लेकर मुझे नई ज़िंदगी बख्श दे, क्योंकि ऊब चुकी हूँ मैं इस नाम से। कोई नवीन नामकरण भी नहीं चाहती, गुमनाम होकर जीना है बस, दूर सुदूर जाना है कहीं बस, जहाँ हवा में बासीपन न हो, आकाश जहाँ नीला न हो, ज़मीन सख्त न हो, सागर जहाँ नमकीन न हो, जहाँ मेरे घर की कोई छत न हो, आसपास पहचाने चेहरों का मजमा न हो, जहाँ आंसू न हो, दुख का साया न हो, मन न हो ये काया न हो, सिर्फ एक नामहीन आकृतिहीन शख्स होकर जीऊँ मैं, जहाँ शिनाख्त न हो मेरी ऐसी धरा पे जीऊँ मैं।
थैंक यू सो मच आंटी। और जैसे आपने बोला कि आपको और इच्छा हुई लाइफ को नज़दीक से देखने का, और एक्चुअली इट हैपेंस, आई ऑल्सो राइट सम टाइम्स because you're so caught up in a routine life, we don't have the eyes or the mind to look at things that are more important. We are caught up in food, things like money, but the real sense is out there. It's not in those material and concrete things. It's something else, and that's why 50 years, 60 years go by and people live their lives in sort of a dream, in sort of an oblivion, just hoping that maybe in some other lifetime, but you don't know if you'll get another lifetime. So I always try, and whenever I get to talk to people, don't delay, do whatever you have to do now. You have to have the eye to look at the world, to look at yourself, most importantly, and take the action. Thank you so much. So next we have Himanshu Goyal. Can we have a big hand?
Hello everyone, I'm from UIT. I used to write poetry, but now I write fiction. Right now I'm trying to write a science fiction novel with Indian characters. I've started a week ago and I've written 10 pages. So this is the poetry I've written a couple of years ago, and one I wrote while I was in 10th. So this is Parking Spots. It's about the parking attendant which collects all the slips. The lawyer is getting late for his meeting with a software engineer that will earn him thousands. Driving around in his Mercedes and Brioni suit, Hermes shoes and Swiss watch to boot. He's earned it all, of course, tirelessly working through the night. He drives to the coffee place for his meeting with the engineer, looking for a parking spot. His parking places are a cruel lot, each one with a tale to tell. He just passed around a Ford Focus, belonged to a girl who just got her license. She's here to meet her special friend who parked his car 15 spots away. Besides the Focus lies a Ford minivan. The mom stressed out from her life. Her kids don't listen to her and she doesn't listen to them. Few spots away resides a Toyota Corolla. The engineer who's tired of failure, convinced this time it will work, is hired the best. These parking spots are QR lot where courier people park their cars. I know, I have seen them all, sitting in my booth, handing out receipts as they pass by. A face unknown to many, and many faces unknown like mine. The next poem is Welcome Sir, Raghav said. It's about the doorkeeper and with a subtle touch of romance. Why do I stay here 1,000 times? He asked himself. It was an old building, envious of the new ones, which had automatic doors and that fancy new temperature control. He was its doorkeeper. Why do I stay here? He often asked himself. Maybe his employer will greet him sometime. Maybe an outsider will look him in the eye. Maybe the new guy one day will bring a donut for him. Maybe one day they will give him some advancement for 6 years of door pulling. Why do I stay here? He often asks himself. Because sometimes in the break, Nodame comes for her coffee and the Morphy Richards is his line of sight. And sometimes she saw him looking at her. Sometimes she smiled and life wasn't so bad. Welcome Sir, Raghav said, for the 15th time today. Why do I stay here? Maybe I'll leave tomorrow. This is the one I wrote in 10th. Yeah, it's my favorite. The world is in so many colors, like white in snow, sun in yellow, gun in silver, blue in the river, and gold in gold, red bold in blood, violet violent in flood, like a snake silent in grass, and bronze color in brass, the black in long hair and rusty brown inside a dragon's lair. All these colors in the world astonish me with their might. Then how come I find myself in the mirror black and white?
Thank you, Himanshu. It really helps introspect, right? When you're concentrating and focusing on the world and yourself, it helps you think, okay, where am I or how am I? So it's good. So next we have Natasha. She'll be speaking in English, right?
Hello everyone. Hi. Okay. For me, poetry. Sometime back, I could not even think I could write poems, but I'm new in Chandigarh, by the way. I've done my bachelor's from Noida Amity. So in my final year, I got a single room. I got a lot of time to think, and so poetry happened. And I'm loving it now. And so my first poem today is about what I see around is all of the time we believe in living the moment, in carpe diem. We shift, we keep shifting from one thing to another in life. We are scared of commitment, and so in that process how we lose ourselves. So it's about that. The title is Behind the Spree. It's a little long, so please catch on with me. Sometimes you are then lucky enough to just watch the rain beat and not be washed away with as you escape in about time by teaching your wings to flee. Even when all this long you would wish to catch the drops and make your own spree, it's only a fool's or a committed's way as known, someone who's on the look for spring and ever since tries to withhold the same, unaware of the cold this would upon him bring. So to be taught it's all an illusion that you seem to hold so dear, plays his part when to wash the mirror clear. Appears it's all a studded truth so told to you, while you watch it all passing into nothingness, all that you considered yours but had no clue. So this flight, as sweet as accomplished may bear, speaks its withered fluttering all way through. At what cost it just must have closed itself held to leave all attached behind and bring oneself on this one-way ride, and blemishes all carved within the glorious, remarkably hides. And the second poem, actually I was working with an NGO for some time, and so it has really affected my life, and I was teaching there and watching the kids there. So you start to think how different our lives are from those kids and how we have grown up. So it's something about them, like how they feel or what their lives are about. It's named The Sparrow's Scream. Eyes that float within, glancing the now and from now, and time again wherein, upon this shredded piece bows, where feathers, light yet heavy, perched as heard unheard in vain, and flights theirs lightly witnessed, withdrawn under a sky blessed only with rain, brings a sigh close beheld, impressions of angst and breath where collide. So just to let the forlorn slide into fearless, such voice of risen flocks would convey his address. This third one, it's for my niece. She's my brother's daughter, so she's our first at our home, so it was really special. Times when you're the only happy place in my mind, I figure your face precious somehow in the midst of all the fog, and hope that someday you'll know how your smile brings the prism